I have a personal story to share with you this week about worrying. Can you relate? Have you been worried about the state of the world? Maybe you've been going through some personal issues, or something's been happening in your family or in your community. I know that there's so much to be concerned about lately, and so I thought this might be a really helpful topic to talk about this week. And I have 5 tips to share with you about how to keep worrying at bay. And it's really from personal experience. Last Thursday, Josh was at work and he was in a horrible accident with a crane, and he was rushed to the hospital. And there was about 45 minutes when I really didn't know what was going on. I just got this phone call saying that he was being rushed to the hospital and to meet them there. And I am telling you, my worrying in that time period was terrifying. I was thinking all worst case scenarios and just like really having a hard time, just being completely consumed by it and just feeling it all in my body. And ever since, even though we have definitely treated the situation and Josh is getting help with a specialist, he had one finger fractured and another one, the fingertip was cut off, and they had to sew it back on, and everything looks black and just it's like uncomfortable for him, and it's just not a pleasant experience. And in the midst of all this, of course, there's a lot of worry. Will his hand heal so that he can use it as a grip in TV and film? Financially, obviously, it's a strain whenever we lose work, and just the uncertainty of it all. And I know that probably a lot of you can relate to that uncertainty and how we can really worry when we're in that place. Worry for other people, worry for our kids when they're going through challenges, worry about the state of the world. I mean, gosh, it's so easy to go into that downward spiral, and that spiral of just like being fearful of our future. So here we go. Here's some tips for you. This one, say it out loud. Worry's power fades when we recognize it, when we give it a seat at the table and have tea with it. It could just be something as simple as just recognizing, wow, I feel really worried right now. And sometimes that can be just the thing that we need to shift it. Okay, here's the next one. Bring it back to right now. Camera, come back to right now. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's been one of those weeks, friends. Bring it back to right now. So worry thrives when we are in those future spirals. It loves to jump to worst case scenarios. So if you can bring your focus back to right now, just like even thinking things like, I'm just going to focus on the next step I need to take right now. I'm just going to focus on what I can do today. That can really take away that stress. Okay, here we go. Move it through your body. So that's something that we can really feel in our bodies when worry is consuming us. It feels really, really heavy, and it can just, it can make us feel stagnant. So how can we move that energy around in our body so that we can just let it pass through, let it move so it doesn't get stuck inside of us? So some of the ways is to go for a walk. Another one that I was reminded about recently that was really helpful was shaking every body part, right? Starting with your hands, then maybe going to your feet, shaking your legs, your head, your whole body. It feels really good, and animals do it too. Crawling actually really helps. Laughing, if you can put on a funny show or a funny movie, read some jokes, just laugh, laugh, laugh. Sometimes it's all about yelling, releasing those emotions that, frustration and fear and anger. Sometimes I like to kind of put together a tea towel and like really do the circles and then whack it against a door frame. It just feels so good to release that. One of my coaches recommended using a pillow, like actually whacking a pillow on like a strong part of your house or apartment, just trying to release that energy. It could just be so helpful and can shift everything. Okay, I have 2 more for you. Set a worry window. So this one is about how we can get completely consumed by worry. So how about experimenting with just letting yourself have a window of time, say 5 minutes, put it on the timer, and then get a piece of paper out or a journal and just write out all of your worries, all of your concerns. And then at the end of the 5 minutes, decide, I'm going to intentionally close that window and let that be enough for now. And the last one, swap what if for what is. Because when worry takes over, we're definitely thinking about what could happen, right? What if this happens, then this is going to happen. And we can just get so caught up in those thoughts. So what if we could anchor into what is? What is present right now for you? Ground yourself in the present. What's true right now? Because the present really is a present for us. When we can get in this moment, instead of thinking about the future or thinking about the past and worrying about all of that, if we can just somehow find our presence through breath, through intentional presence of, maybe it's just like focusing on your sensations. How does your body feel? There's so many different ways that we can get present. And when we do, it seems like the worry worm mode, for me at least, goes away. I totally get how debilitating it can feel when we're worried, how we can get in this like downward spiral that feels like it's never going to end. And I just want to send so much love and support your way. If you are craving to have some extra support in your life, I love helping people get unstuck, help them get through difficult transitions in their life, help them find their alignment and their flow and their creative spark. And I'm starting a group program on September 21st. It's called the Celebration Circle. I'm so excited about it. It's for 10 women. We're going to meet on the new moon and the full moon every month for 3 months. We're going to do ritual, write journal prompts, celebrate our small and our big wins, be support for one another. And this is especially for anyone out there that is one of those people that's always caring for others and having a hard time finding the opportunity to care for yourself, to have a space and to have time to really, really focus on investing in yourself, nurturing yourself, loving yourself. That self-care is so crucial, and sometimes it's really hard to fit in when we are these loving, caring individuals in the world that do so much for others. So if this appeals to you, I'm going to leave the Celebration Circle link in the comments below, and feel free to reach out to me and we could chat about whether it's a good fit for you. Sending so much love your way. I hope that you can keep those worry worms at bay and just have an incredible day. You deserve it.